Hi, welcome to this quick tutorial on how to apply for a passport or a Ghanaian passport from the Embassy of the Republic of Ghana, Oslo, Norway website. As you may know, recently they've launched a new website allowing clients and customers to apply for passports via their online portal instead of the old fashion of manual form application. So I'll take you through how to apply quickly, and hopefully if you are planning of applying for a passport, this might be of help to you. So first you head over to their website, which is ghanaembassy-norway.com. And once you are there, there are basically maybe different ways to apply. Maybe you might want, some people already know the requirement, they might want to straight away go to the form, and some may want to read some of the requirement, eligibility, stuff like that before going to the form. So first of all, the easiest way is to click online services like that, and then you'll be directed to this page. And once you're here, you click on consular services. It will scroll down the page, and then you have an option here, apply or passport application. So that is one way. The other way, if we go back to the website, if you want to read more before, then you click on the embassy, and from here consular services, and you have passport application. Once you click on that, you will be then directed to the passport application page where you will get to read more about eligibility or what kind of information you need. So it must be a Ghanaian citizen, basic informations like that. If you're applying for a child, the guidelines are here. For renewals, also guidelines are here. If your passport is damaged or lost passport, everything. So here, for example, if your passport is lost, you need to report it. You need to get a police report to attach to that. And then, of course, if you're applying for a new passport for adults. So these are the, and of course, I think there are basically few of the questions in the on the online application form that's already, they've given you guidelines on how to fill those, so you can easily read through this. It will guide you. And then of course the pricing, the fee. So if you're applying for 32 page or 42, then you can decide. So the prices are here. We will look into that as we go forward. And then of course processing time, postage issues. So please go through these informations and how to pay. And let me mention here that the online application does not include online payment. So like what I mean by does not include online payment is like the workflow that you just get to the point where you say apply, pay, and then submit. No, you submit the form and then you pick their bank details, and then of course you can pay online with your net banking or something. So those are the few things you need to note. But from here, if we come back to the top here, you can click apply passport online, and then it will take you to the same website that the same portal, the government portal. So oslo.ghanagovernmentmission.com/portal. So here, then you are able to, again, let's go through the same, click on consular services, and then you then click on apply. Now from here, the same information which we went through, you can also, if of course the reason why I went through that one before, this is not something you might notice, but if you come here before you continue, you can also click on this, and then you will read more information on that. So requirement, the same requirement we read from the other side, you can also read those information from here if you are fast enough, and then you can click on this application fee. So here, if you are wondering what is the difference, of course, for example, I'm not somebody who travel frequently, so the question is, do I need 48 pages? So here I'm going to do the renewal one. So let's say that my passport has expired and a new one. So when I come here, we have a renewal 32 pages, renewal 48 pages. If you're wondering the difference, so it's more like you get more pages in your passport. So if I'm maybe I travel within Europe, but I don't need visas, so they are not putting visa every now and then to my passport. And then maybe I'm also traveling more to Ghana, and in that case, maybe one, or maybe not more, but once in a while. So then I will decide whether I need the 48 pages or the 32. So the difference is also the pricing. So if you're applying for 32 pages, that is 1,140 Danish kroner. And then if you're applying for 48 pages, that is 1,710 Danish kroner. Now let me mention here that before you pay this to their bank account, notice that I'm saying this from Finland perspective. So if you in Finland, if you walk to the bank to do a deposit, you pay extra charges. That is the bank charge for you working there instead of doing it yourself online. But that's different. So then again, also when the money is being deposited to the Norwegian bank, that's the missions account, that bank is also charging money, be like have a fee on the amount being deposited. So you need to pay maybe extra 100 Danish kroner to make sure that the exact amount you're supposed to pay will be reflected in their account. If not, if you just pay the exact amount, then it will reach there in a shortage. So take note of that. But let's continue quickly. Let me, as a disclaimer, mention here that I'm not going to use any real life actual information for this application. So I'm not going to cover any data, but it doesn't mean that it's somebody's data I'm using, or my data. So, but let's move forward. So click continue here, select application type. So yeah, I have a renewal, and then which pages. So I'm applying for 32 pages, and then of course ordinary, and then you put your number. So, and then here your email address. So let's say this person is let's say Lucy. Okay, let me just put it this way. Okay, it's always coming uppercase, and that is the how the application has been designed. So never try to write it in lowercase. It's always going to be uppercase. So let's say Lucy Ann or something at gmail.com. So that's my email, and then I could confirm the same thing. Just copy paste there, and then here you have to put your passport photo. So the requirement was also mentioned in the page I went to earlier. So here I'm just uploading, okay, there, and then mission our application center. Definitely it's Oslo. So for those who are in Finland, and maybe was it Iceland and Norway, so there you have it here, and then click next. Okay, then your details. So here we are now on applicant personal details. So let's put it as okay, so the first name, last name, so I'll just put it as Anne, and here Lucy. And of course, if this coincides with your name, then sorry, but it doesn't mean it reflecting to anybody. There's also these question marks that you can, if you need more information on what to put there, then so here it says surname as it should appear in passport, first name, and then other names if you have. So state this only if applicable. So these are not mandatory. The one with the asterisk means that you need to fill them, you cannot jump. But these ones, it's not obligatory. If you don't have them, you can leave them. Date of birth. So let's put it here. First, select the year. So if you were born in, let's say, 1992, you select 92, the August, and maybe 26, and then you are done. And then here, then your gender. Then city or town of birth. So if you are, let's say, in this case, let me just put offense, or since I'm from there as an example. Country of birth, so that would be Ghana in this case. Nationality, if you are still a Ghanaian, then you put Ghana. If you have a FIN, then you put a FIN. That is if you have acquired a Finnish passport. If you're married, then, and then of course height, and in this case here, even though let's see what is here, state your height in meters for example. So if you are 1 point, or let's say 167 centimeters, that will be 1.67. You are done. Color of your eye, you select the hair. Let me assume this is visible. So this one, if you have tribal marks or any tattoos you just mentioned, I don't have, so, or this person we are using, in this case Lucy doesn't have. Number of house number and street. So here is applicant's address and contact details. So if you are living in Finland, then it's your address here. So here I will just say maybe okay, and then maybe suburb. I'll just put Helsinki. City or town of resident, I can just put store. And of course here you can also put maybe Kennelmäki or something, or any suburb within the Helsinki area. So let's just put it as for example, and then you select the country. In this case, this could have been made easier if they could see the address and immediately select for you as well, but it doesn't matter. So 00100, let's say that is my postal, and if it's the same, then you don't have to, you just copy the same. In Finland mostly it's the same, your postal address and your street number are the same. So 00100 and then Helsinki, for example. So that would be your postal address, and then you put your number again. So good, and then we are good to go. Next, applicant profession or national identity. So profession, maybe IT area, that's where I am. So maybe ICT, if you're whatever, you just pick it. And previous profession, of course I've been a teacher before. I'm also a professional teacher, so my previous will be a teacher. So in this case I'm just mixing somewhere some information that are not sensitive. I might use my own to just make this one easier. So I'm looking for teacher. Okay, there it is. And then if you have a national ID card, social security number, or voter's ID card number, then you can also put it here. Again, those are not mandatory, so you can jump over it. Has a formal education, yes. And then, okay, university you've attended. So in this case, let's say University of Ghana. It could also be some university here in Finland, so, or maybe Laria University. So, and then again, this here we are referring to the this, as you said, as you can see here, educational institution attended. So the information here is about the educational institution, so the address of the institution. So maybe Vahan tier 2 or whatever. And then what year, from what year to which year. So let's say 2015 you started the school, August maybe 9th, and then you completed maybe it's a 3-year or 4-year program. So 2015, let's put it to, let's say you were first 2018, let's say December you were done. So if you have these, then next we can move forward. Evidence of citizenship, what shows that you are Ghanaian, or who say you are. So name of your father, so let's say Kofi. I'm not sure if they, okay, let's say Kofi Appel, for example. you put the phone number in Ghana, and of course the email. Okay, actually the phone number and email are not mandatory, so you can ignore it if you don't have them. But postal address and rest, those are mandatory, so you can, if it's the same. Of course, the postal address here could be, let's put it this way, is the let's go back. So the postal address could be this, but the residential address mostly is the plot number. So maybe DE plot 5. Then you mention the place, maybe Domi Offenso, for example, and then continue. Name of mother. Okay, so maybe so let's say I made a mistake and I want to go back and change something. So you click back, and then here I would just want to name him as Appear, or for example, and then you make the changes, and then you go forward. And here let's put it as Lucy Appear, the mother's name. And here, if the mother is no more living, you can click no, but then you need to put his last address. So it could be anything. So let's just put the same thing here as his last living address, last known address. In this case, it could be the plot number or whatever. Hometown, let's put again Offenso. And this phone number and email are not, I think this should be probably disabled as well. So that's a wrong case here. And then let's move forward. Oh, I didn't select. So he's a Ghanaian. She's a Ghanaian, and then we can then move forward. So again, this is also a typical example. You'll get that kind of error, and it's highlighted clearly. So you go there and fix it. Next is the name of one grandparent. So again, this is good that you get this information down. So name of one grandparent, maybe Nana, or let's put Nana Pia. And no living, and he's a Ghanaian. Yes. Address, I'll put the same thing. Hometown. So I'm not saying put the same thing, please put what is applicable, but I'm just showing as an example. So in this case, I don't have to put phone number and email. Those are also null and void. And then move forward. Are you a dual citizen? So if you move to Finland and you have their passport, then yes or no. If you say yes, then you need to pick, like, for example, okay, you're in Finland, you have their passport, and then you click next. If no, you hit no, and this is disabled, and then you can move forward. Here, support document. So what citizen documentation, what is it that, okay, so here let's put the top here, citizenship documentation. So if you're saying a Ghanaian or you're a Finn, then what shows? So here, please tick all that apply. So maybe I have a birth certificate. I think there's no number, so maybe one should be even okay. So in this case, my old passport is enough for me. But if you are, maybe if your passport is lost or something, you might need to birth certificate to support as well. And if you're an infant or something, those might be needed. Support document type. So yeah, old passport. I'm not sure why they, okay, so this is what I'm going to use to support, but maybe no need to waste time here. So yeah, old passport. And then if it's old passport, then okay, so here I selected the old passport, but here then I need to put the details of that. So in this case, I'm wondering if I have selected more, what will happen. So okay, maybe I might say that I have these two. When I click here, okay, I'm just able to select one in any case, but anyway. So then here I'm using the old passport. So let's say 2807654. Just put you look at the passport, the photo side of your passport, your number should be there. Date issued. So let's say it was issued in 2017 or something. So click there, pick the day, and then place issued. Mostly those who are in Finland, most of your passport may have been issued in Copenhagen. So, but if it's Ghana, then you Accra, okay. So Copenhagen, for example, you place there, and then you move forward. Then leaving relatives as guarantors information. So those who are going to be your guarantors, so it could be your relatives or people close to you. So in this case, Kofi, what should I put here? Let's put, I think Apia will be used today. Kofi Apia, I'll put the same box 67 Kumasi, for example, as my address. And then the same, I could use the same phone number. If the person is in Finland, then I need to select Finland. Okay, so here maybe I will just put here somebody who is close to me. Okay, it could be in Ghana, but of course it doesn't make sense if it's in Ghana. In this case, even he can be in Ghana, because then you don't need the actual signatures. You just need their information to put here, and they can call them to verify that yes, they know you. So in this case, I might, okay, let's use some address that I know. So not a rare address anyway. So, and here maybe Helsinki. Of course, you need to put the postal code, but just for the sake of this, let's go with this. And their telephone number, let's say not sure if that is the full number. Yeah, I think it's fine. Then occupation, of course, maybe hairdresser or whatever, and then email. So in this case, I'll just put Kofi Apia at, let's say, gmail.com. And here I'll just put I've forgotten all the names in. So Amamponsa came to my head. If it coincides with your name, just ignore it. It's just dummy names I'm using here. And postal address, I could use the same. Of course, it doesn't mean you should use the same. I'm just using this as an example. And then you put their phone number as well. And in this case, if the person is in Finland, again, put that, and then and 70, for example. And then occupation, let's say it's a lecturer, and email, let's say .sam@gmail.com, and then click next. So now we are at the, I will not finish this because I don't want to submit this to them. So now here, lose hereby, okay, you need to acknowledge, yes, this is my passport number. And then, yeah, it's not lost, it's something I will attach. Here I was expecting to see possibility to attach, but it wasn't. And then next, consent for underage, that if you're applying for your child, then you need to do this area. In this case, we are not, of course, then you just put the details here. If not, move forward. Nothing is mandatory here, so you can move forward. And then witness information. If you are in here in Finland mostly, then you could use somebody like the Ghana Union President. But aside that, if you find somebody, a solicitor or barrister, senior clergy or women, senior civil or public servant, a registered medical practitioner like a doctor or maybe a nurse, recognized registered professionals, head of education institutions, any of these you can use in this case. In this case, maybe I'll use just Ghana Union President. So you can just put anything there. So, and for Finland, of course, you need to consult him. You cannot just use his name there without informing him. So I'll just put here, let's say Kofi Asamoah, for example, as my witness. and then again put his address, his position, so maybe a lecturer or senior lecturer or something, and then of course residential. So this, in this case, if it's a lecturer, then here you put the university address or the business address area. You need to ask the person, and here that will be his residential address where the person lives. And phone number, of course, if it's in Finland, just select Finland, it will pick this automatically, and here you can put let's say like that, your phone number, and then click next. You confirm that to the best of your knowledge and believe the following are correct: the information relating to your application, your supporting documents. Also, the application will be processed according to the privacy policy, so you can actually click there. I'm sure it will open in a new tab like that, and actually there is nothing. This is disappointing. So privacy policy, based on what it's there's information. So and then terms and condition, you click, there's no information. So well, we could bring this to the attention of the embassy, but now I can check this and then continue. Okay, we can view and print this one and keep. So reference number is this. Application priority regular 32, 15 working days. So total amount 1,100. And I think this would have been easier if it could automatically continue and pay online. So print a copy of the completed online application, and then let's see. So let's take it this way. If you click its view, you will get this, the entire application you have filled with the details, all the details you have answered. And simply, if you're on computer, you can, if you don't have the printer immediately, you can click this, and then if your printer has been selected like that, you can click there and save as PDF. So now I'll save this as a PDF, and then I'll be able to print and have it when I'm visiting the embassy. So I could say Kwame's or Kwame application, passports. Let me just put it that way: passport application, and then I'll save it to my desktop. That is finished. I'll come back here. Okay, print this page. So this particular page that we are now, we can proceed, and then it says thank you, your reference number. I think this was also part of the other document that I printed. So, but as a precaution, I'll copy that and then maybe put it just save it on my notepad. Now the next step for me is that I applied with the 32 pages, not stolen but renewable one, and that is 1,140 Norwegian krona. I think that I may have to pay a little bit more for the charges. So here I'm referring to two charges. When if I walk to the bank to make payment in Finland, and here I'm referring to Finland, it might not be the same. So if I go, instead of me doing it online, if I go to the bank, they will charge me. But that's not the charge we are referring to, since we are paying this money to the embassy's account in Norway. That bank also charge incoming a fee on the incoming transfers. So that is where we need to probably pay a little bit more, so that this amount will be delivered to the account. At least now you have a fair idea how to do the application and gather all your documents ahead and then do the application. Yeah, so now we can do tracking. So let's continue with that. So when I come here, I could track my applications use when I'm applying. And then now I have to book an appointment, biometric application. So immediately I click on that. I think it's picking my information and also adding my reference number, and then I can pick a date. Okay, so the date I'm picking, in this case, I'm going to pick 17th September for myself. So that will be something to register in their system that I have booked this time. And then I can actually also print this. These are the things you need to do. So you apply, you track, but first time when you apply, then the next thing is to book an appointment. And now here, I think I also have a reference, booking reference number. In case I'm supposed to call the embassy, then I need to have these details at hand so they can easily assist me in that regard. Once again, thanks for watching. I hope this was useful for you, and if you are also in the process of applying, this may be of help to you. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel.